Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the greatest show on earth, the Millionaire Mindsets Podcast. I am your gracious host, Xavier. I want to start the show off by saying Happy New Year to all the listeners or watchers. If you've been tapped in with us over the years, we greatly appreciate y'all listening, showing y'all support. We don't take that lightly. So I wish Happy New Year to everybody. It's going to be amazing 2025 and getting right into it. But before we start this episode, I'd like to advise all the listeners, watchers, please subscribe, hit that like button, 5-star rating, review, do all those things. Y'all know we're trying to run those numbers up this year. So if y'all can do that, I would greatly appreciate it. And getting right to the show. So today's episode, this is gonna be a real good episode, because I feel like this episode is something that needs to be talked about, needs to be addressed. And I got a very special guest on this episode with me. I got my bro KG, the owner of Cosign. Welcome to the show.
Appreciate
we live
me
in the studio right now, making this episode happen. So welcome to the show, bro. I'm glad to have you here. You know, you've been on before.
Man, I have, bro. Yeah. So I appreciate you having me on again, man. We got a lot to talk about today.
Right. It's been a lot, bro. When I say a lot is an understatement that has happened since the last time you've been on the show. Man, and I feel like this episode is extremely necessary because moving into 2025, it's uncertain times for a lot of people when it comes to finances and stuff like that. So some people get desperate and they do things that they might not have no business doing, or they might be trying to come up. Yeah. And like, yo, I need a bag real quick. So I feel like me and you both, we gonna get into it. We've been through some crazy stuff when it comes to this business stuff.
Through some things.
Through some things. But I really wanted this episode to put people on game on how to practice their discernment, how to avoid the pitfalls that me and you experienced. Because we didn't experience some shit, whether it's come from business people scamming us, flaking on us, doing us dirty. It's all learning lessons. But I'm gonna just pass the rock to you. What would you say regarding the people, all right, in this year when it comes to practice discernment, how to avoid those pitfalls that we experience?
Bro, honestly, bro, man, I was talking to my guy Scotty, real estate developer, man, when I told him about my situation, bro. And honestly, I feel like us as, minorities, a problem with us, man, is sometimes when people try to put us on things, bro, we automatically think because we know that person that, we could trust them and move forward.
Facts.
But we got to do our due diligence. We got to do our homework. We got to do our fact check, bro. Like the higher ups, bro, the extremely wealthy, bro, they ask for references, man. They want to know who you worked with, how the deals went. And I feel like a lot of times we don't do that. You know what I'm saying? So 2025, I don't care what it is. If somebody asks me to invest, partner, collaborate, I need to see 5 references. Then I'm going to find my own references to like double back, bro, because for example, before we get into it, I ain't gonna say too much yet, so we can get into it later. But the instance that we both are talking about, we both got, scammed, bro. I invested because my homie did it and he showed me his paperwork, right?
Right.
And I stopped at him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I knew him, I trusted him. He's not the one who scammed me, but I stopped at him because I'm like, I vouched for him. But did he do his homework?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So that alone, bro, was already strike one for me.
No, that's an amazing point, because you do, like, I'm a military vet, so they always told us to trust but verify.
Yeah,
but sometimes, and I think because when people hear this episode, right, they think, because a lot of times when people hear stories about how bad business happened, they be like, man, that would never happen to me because I would never trust a stranger. But at certain levels, it's not the strangers that be the one that get you.
Yeah.
It's the people that got access to you. It's never like the stranger or the person that you don't know.
That's good.
It's always the person that you got some kind of relationship with, or somebody that really has access to you. And that's where that's the weak point where it happens.
And let me tell you how deep that get, right? So the guy that I knew I went to college with, like I said, it wasn't his fault, but the person who put him on, when he told me who it was, I knew of her because she did a deal with Sean Cotton. You know what I'm saying? To say
Shout
cheese.
out to Sean,
So what I should have done was call Sean and ask him how his experience was, right?
Exactly.
But because I just seen that they worked together, I thought automatically it was a good deal. Mm. So if I would have called him, I think that could have helped prevent me from getting scammed too, because I know they had some issues with business that I found out later. You know what I'm saying? So it goes back to the verifying, because now there's 2 people I knew that did the same deal with the person, but I didn't fact check even further back, bro. And that's why that's why I be kicking myself at, man.
Yeah, because me too, because like I'm the type of person, I'm always gonna take accountability. Even if it's some effed up stuff happening, I'm always looking at myself and say, what could I have done differently? Like, damn, I should have did this, I should have did that.
Okay, what'd you come up with though?
So what I if I say that, this I'll be on here talking for an hour straight. Number one, I'm gonna be real, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not giving no bread to no fucking body if I can't see and control it. That's number one.
Real.
If I can't touch it,
Real.
have control over it, full control,
Yeah.
it's not happening.
Nah,
and then if I can't, like you said, verifying and getting references, if I can't talk to different people plenty of people that done business, that know how it work. I need lawyers involved.
Facts, bro.
Everything
Facts,
has to
bro.
be on the up, or the shit not happen. I don't care who it is. It could be a sibling. It could be, because the shit could go wrong,
Man.
bro. And you could be, sometimes people have good intentions.
Yeah.
They could really be like, man, I really want this to work. I got this great idea. And it's another thing that I'm thinking about it. Because a lot of times, bro, because I've been saying this with people, they like, somebody come with an idea, right? It's an amazing idea. And they be like, damn, you know what? I want to invest in this, without knowing, like, does this person have any experience in succeeding in this? Do they have a track record in this? Do they have do
they see things through?
Do they see things through? Like, what is this person's track record with doing something? Just because somebody have an idea don't mean they should have your money. And a lot of times when that happens, people would be like, man, this person scammed me. Like, no, you scammed yourself in that situation, because you had no business giving somebody that's 22, 23, 24 years old, ain't never done that before. They just got this wonderful idea. And you like, yo,
definitely
take my bread. Take, like,
man,
no paperwork, nothing.
Definitely, bro. Now that I think back to it too, bro. Are we saying names?
Hey, that's up to you. If you want to say names, go ahead. I ain't gonna say no names, but if you want to say some names, that's
okay. I'm gonna drop some names throughout the episode. Y'all just gotta pay attention. Okay. But if I really think about it, bro, what we should have done, right, is I'm gonna say that it's around real estate, right? What we should have done, bro, is we should have asked, like, let's go see what we're investing in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let's tour the site. The site. Let's go touch the product.
Facts.
You get what I'm saying? But my homie sent me some pictures that he sent him. So I'm like, okay, where's this at? And he told me, I'm like, okay. And I stopped there. So yes, I really messed myself up, bro. But because we're so trustworthy, you know what I'm saying? Because like we don't think our people are going to do us like that. It's really not our people. It's the people doing it to our people. Yeah, that's causing us. And at the end of the day, I don't even think the culprit is the one actually getting, the issues. Like, right. So like now friendships have been lost. Businesses have been, severed. You know what I'm saying? Like all because of this one or two people at the top that chose minorities underneath them to go get other minorities that they trust to sign up. And it's crazy, bro. Like, no, he knew exactly what he was doing.
He did. And what's crazy is, like, some people may hear this, because I know a lot of people gonna hear this, right? And they're gonna be like, man, damn, this is wild. I want y'all to know, this happened in 2021. This took us a long time for me to, like, I had plenty of mornings I'm waking up, I'm heated. I had plenty of nights, I'm like, yo, I can't even sleep. Like, it's been almost 3.5, almost 4 years.
Bro, I'm still hurt.
And we still hurt. But now it's at the point that I can talk about it. And I could come to the listeners and the audience with, like, both of us with a viewpoint like, yo, y'all can avoid this.
Y'all can avoid this.
Because if you getting money, like, what you think about this? Because in my opinion, if you getting money, right, there's a probability that something like this is going to happen, especially if you're young.
Definitely. You know what's crazy? I was kicking myself because of this, bro. When you're broke and opportunities come around, bro, you're mad that you can't take advantage of the opportunities, right? Yep. So then when you finally get some money, you're like, I don't want to miss the chance of these opportunities coming again. So let me invest in these opportunities while I still have them, bro. So it's like, it's almost like a lose-lose, bro, because when you finally get some money, you're just so happy that you're able to, say finally invest in something and maybe 4x, 10 extra money. But what happens is, bro, we don't really like just slow down. I'm like, look how long it took us to get this money. Look, we had to go through to get the money, bro. So let's make sure we're not just, willingly giving it away, bro. Because ideally, bro, real quick before I get into this, bro, if you don't mind sharing, bro, how much did you lose?
Bro, and from this deal?
Yeah, from this deal.
I lost 6 figures.
Same. So we basically took 6 figures and just gone. Just gone. It's different if we took those 6 figures, right? Bought a property, and then like a fire happened and we lost it, bro. At least we saw it, touched it, felt it, can get insurance or something. Or we bought an 18-wheeler. Something. On our own merit and our own moves, we locked it. I could live with that. I could live with that, bro. Yeah. But it just takes 6 figures and just
Yeah, I'm gonna be a days and I'm like, damn.
Yeah, man. It's crazy, bro. But it goes back to like I was saying, bro, when you don't have money and these opportunities come, bro, we would have been mad if we was broke and somebody presented this opportunity we couldn't take part.
That's a fact.
But we had the finances to do it and we did it. But we just got to be smarter, bro.
Yeah, what would you say about this? Because I feel like discernment, like, because some people may hear this conversation, they may think like, do everybody got to go through this, or how can I avoid these things? How do you think somebody that hasn't experienced a lot can increase their level of discernment? Do you feel like they got to go through the bullshit similar to we went through? Maybe it's not as drastic with these big L's, but something, even if it's on a small scale. Man,
so discernment is basically the ability to judge well, right? So if honestly, it's either you're going to go through it or it has to be close to you. Somebody you know has to go through it, right? Because that's the only way to fully understand it. Because if not, bro, like we said, it's going to be like, oh, that's never going to happen to me, bro. Oh, I would have did this. I would have did that. We don't know until you're in a close proximity of that situation. You know what I'm saying? So regardless of, who it may happen to, you're really not going to understand until it happens to somebody in your immediate circle that resonates with you. You're going to be like, damn, let me move differently moving forward. You know what I'm saying? Because now real. I move completely different.
Me too. I move, bro. It's a whole 180 because, man, I always tell people this in like private conversations because I'm from Chicago and in Chicago, everything is like very cliquish. You only hang around your day ones or your family. It's like that in most major cities for real. Right. And then I went to the military and I was just with my people that I rocked with. And then I'm moving somewhere else. I'm getting into business. You always hear the saying, your network is your net worth. Right. So I'm like, man, I got to put myself out there, be more accessible, meet people. And in that journey, I open myself up to people in a way that I normally would have never done. Like growing up where I'm from, I would have never been like just meeting some random person like, okay, we cool, we gonna build a rapport relationship, but I'm trying to do the business thing. But now I understand like, what you think about this? Because I feel like when it comes to business and money, I feel like the most important thing after all these experiences I have, I really feel like the most important thing, somebody that's winning, that's making money, that's on the route of doing dope things, is to have some solid day ones, or just they ain't got to be day one, some solid real people around you. What you think about that? I feel like that's the most important thing. Man,
I agree. But even with having solid day ones, man, money changes people, bro.
Facts.
Money changes people. Facts. And, I'm gonna come on here and be transparent, bro, because I've wanted to have this conversation for a while, but I'm like, what, I ain't gonna do it.
Let's get it.
So my cousin, I'm gonna drop names. So my cousin, Katie's Custom Jewelry, you know what I'm saying? He's doing great. He has 2 jewelry stores, millionaire, right? Blood cousin. So when this opportunity happened, when this opportunity arose, I brought him onto it too, right? So we both lost money. You know what I'm saying? That's my family, my blood. We done business together, invested with each other. So I slept to his house, he slept to my house. Whatever we need, we got each other, right? But since this deal, 2021, we have not spoken, bro, over money because of the fact that how this deal went is I had the contract. He gave me the money. I did the contract, bro, and I got scammed, right? So I had nothing to give you because I got scammed. Right. Bro. You know what I'm saying? So he's mad at me and he thinks I should give him his money back. And I'm like, bro, I lost it too.
I lost too.
You know, so I have nothing to give you if I lost. So even as that's my day one, I'm talking about we did everything together. Our relationship is severed, and we probably will never be back tight like that until I give him, you know what I'm saying? Some 5 figures, bro. And it's like, bro, it doesn't work like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've worked with you doing jewelry and I've lost money too. And I didn't come to you looking like, hey, I'm gonna need that back.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? So day ones is important, bro, but I think it goes further into communication. You gotta be overly transparent when you're working with people, because I feel like people don't say everything because they're scared that they're not going to invest, or they're scared that it might turn them off. So you don't fully communicate. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like if you're going to do anything with somebody, bro, you got to lay it all out on the line. All of it. Hey, bro, if this deal goes wrong,
this is what's going to happen.
This is what's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Everything, bro, because we never discussed that.
Facts. That's
so because we never discussed that, the deal went wrong. He's like, okay.
He having some expectations.
Yeah, shit. Okay, KG, shit. You put the play together with the bread at.
Right.
And I'm like, bro, I don't think I'm responsible for this, bro. I brought somebody else in. She got scammed too. She's not looking at me for the money. She understands as an investment.
Right.
But because we're family, he's looking at it like, oh, I'm gonna look out regardless. I am looking out, bro. Like, if you want to go deeper, bro, I gave him 10K because I was like, hey, this deal should come through. Whenever it comes, I'm gonna take that 10K out of the money you're getting. So I lost my 6 figures plus that 10K that I gave him.
Yeah. See, that's a really good point, bro. Because I feel like you can't never make assumptions, even when it comes to regular stuff or whether it's a relationship or anything. You can't never really make assumptions. Bro. That's what they say. What they say, if you make assumptions, you make an ass out of yourself. Nah. So you always got to lay everything out.
Like everything out, bro. Like plan A, plan B. If this fails, what we doing? How we getting back? Like everything, bro. Because if not, somebody's always going to have a different story to tell. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm telling y'all my side of the story. We lost, so I'm thinking we all took an L. His side of the story is, we lost. KG should give me my bread back. You know what I'm saying? So if we all had to lay it out, bro, like we'll be talking about the same story. So yeah, man.
I feel like, man, because I heard somebody say this recently. They say, because some people, they may have went through something similar. It could have been on a bigger scale or a smaller scale. And I don't want people to think like, just because you went through something like this, that don't mean that you got to give up or you may not be built for this. Because I done heard very successful business people say, if you never had a bad deal, you ain't did business before. Like that's just part of doing business. You gone. If you just got your entrepreneurship journey,
it's coming.
You go take an L.
You go take an L.
That's what's going, and that's when you're gonna find out if you're really an entrepreneur.
Yeah. Like, but they say real hustlers can lose it and get it back.
Get it back, absolutely, bro.
And, man, I lost it, got it back. Lost it, got it back. You know what I'm saying? So, bro, it's all a part of the game, bro.
Bro, I did the episode with Sean at your studio where he talked about how he said he lost it 3-4 different times. Didn't get the bread, so he was hit 40. Yeah. So that happens. But what would you say, right, when it comes to discernments or signs that people maybe should stay away from certain people or stay away from doing specific type of business? What would be the signs that you would say after your experiences that people should look for or they could analyze? Or I'll put it like this. What would you, if somebody presented you with a business opportunity right now, how would you know, like, nah, this ain't for me?
For one, I know this is cliche. If it sounds too good to be true, then it is. Because after I invested, I took the deal to this real estate developer I know. And she was like, "Hey, this shit sounds too good to be true. I don't know." And she didn't do it. But I was already in it.
You was already in it too late.
So I was like, shit, okay, I ain't gonna do it. But in my head, I'm like, damn, I did it already. You know what I'm saying? That is one. And then two, how they respond to my questions. If they're too quick to answer, even though they don't know the answer, they're just trying to get the money.
Ooh, that's a good one.
You know what I'm saying? So if I'm asking you a question, it's like, okay, when am I getting my money back, right? Even though you know in investments, it's not guaranteed. And you're like, oh, I can guarantee I'm going to get it back in 6 months. Just give me 6 months. But then you ask me, how you do it in 6 months? Oh, I got some people that's going to put it together for me. Instead of just saying, hey, right now, this is the plan. I don't know this part, but I'll get back to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll trust a person that says, I'll get back to you. Facts. Let me find out, more than anybody that's just going to give me a quick answer just to get my money. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of people would do that. Somebody who always has a response, even though you can tell they don't know the answer, but they're going to say something. Then I'm like, nah, bro, you just want the money. You know what I'm saying? You just want the money, bro. Like, I'd rather somebody tell me, like, hey, bro, I honestly don't know. Let me get with my colleague. Let me get my investor. Let me get with my partner. And once I have the answer for y'all, I'll come back to you. At least that means I know that you're going to, at least take that further step and you're not in a rush. Anybody who needs that money, like, they're trying to close today or they want it real quick, nah, bro, you got bills to pay.
Bro, that's really good, bro, because real business, especially legit business, ain't really going to be no promises made. Because like you said, there's no guarantee, especially when it comes to investing your own capital into something. And the return might be 7 or 8%, which is really good. Yeah. It's not going to be, that's another thing. It's not going to be a crazy, I'm going to get you 60% over the next, like, I'm going to be real with y'all. And it's going to sound good. Some of y'all probably getting something like that pitched to y'all right now at this very moment. Now, bro. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
So, I don't care who is presenting to you. It could be your dad, your cousin.
That's it.
Don't do it.
50% return in 60 days.
60 days.
That's how they got me.
That's and I'm telling what's crazy is, right, because it's easy to hear these, I'm telling you. Yeah. It's easy to hear these conversations and be like, that'll never happen to
never
me.
Happened to me.
But I'm telling you, once you living, and you might be living the kind of faster because you're doing so much and you making good money, it's not going to be the people that you think coming to you. It's going to be that one that you fuck with. You like, that's my dog, that's my sis.
They would never do me like that.
that, it's gonna be them.
It's gonna be
like
them.
it's on, man.
And for those watching this saying, bro, the numbers sound crazy. Why would you do it? I'm gonna tell y'all, it worked too. It worked. So like, I actually got some money back. So I can't say that like, oh, I did get scammed, but it's like, it was a Ponzi scheme.
It was a Ponzi scheme.
It was a Ponzi scheme. It worked for like 2 transactions. And then the next 4 to 5, I ain't seen $1. You know what I'm saying? So I know a lot of people gonna be like, man, yeah, you know what I'm saying? You was crazy for doing that. Like the deal don't even sound good. Bro, you got to be in those situations to really understand.
Yeah, you do.
Know, that's what I want people to take away from this is like, okay, like let's say you're just getting a business. Watching an episode like this on the Millionaire Mindset podcast, you could listen to this and then take what you learned from our mistakes, and then apply it. So, I'm giving y'all transparency because I don't want y'all to make the same mistakes. You know what I'm saying? Do the same deals or be quick to invest just because you finally got some money that you know what I'm saying you're willing to part ways with to 10x, or whatever you need to do to get on your feet.
Mm-hmm. And also adding on to that, sometimes the best scams or the bad business, it might be the most presentable sometimes. So, because sometimes people hear these conversations, you would think like it's just it might be looking like some hood shit that's just obvious. No, sometimes people present themselves very well in a professional manner, and they may come dressed the part, look the part, talk the part, and that's another way that they get you. So you
some career scammers, some career scammers.
It's ugly out here, and that's why I feel like this convo is so important though, because I feel like we in times economically where it's hard out here for a lot of people. So a lot of people gonna be in desperation with their money, and a lot of people gonna be in desperation in attempt to get your money.
Facts.
So I feel like you have to be aware of these things and what's going on out here,
man. And what they say? What's one of the number rules of investment? If you can't part ways with it, don't invest it.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like if you need that money, do not invest it. You know what I'm saying? You got to be okay with losing whatever you invest. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, like even in the group that we had, that investment group, I seen so many emails and sob stories. That's all I had. And I feel bad for them. But I'm like, why'd you invest all you had?
Yeah. That's crazy. I ain't gonna lie. Well, I have empathy for people like that, but I always think like, damn, like why would you do that?
Because that's too good to be true. They were like, man, I see so-and-so winning, man, but you gotta go slow. I mean, even go slow, that's how they got me though. Because I started with 1 or 2. I'm like, okay, it worked. And then I just bumped up. They're like, got you.
It's man, this shit is so bad. Like I said, this happened. This was in 2021. It's 2025 now. So
pandemic was crazy.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. This was around the pandemic when it was the Wild Wild West, bro.
They was out here doing everything.
It was money plays every which way you look. Somebody trying to present you with an opportunity, present you with a deal.
Nah, definitely, man, definitely. What would you say? What's one of your ways to tell? Or what would you look for, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to looking for people and being, practicing discernment?
Man, that's a good question, bro. So first, because first impression with the human eye, it's all about it. First, you're gonna judge people off their appearance. So but that's faulty to a large degree, because somebody, like I said, they could present themselves very well and still be just completely full of shit. Yeah. But that's something, not only do appearance matter, but I feel like vocabulary and language matters too.
Right.
Because all the super professional people, legitimate business people I know, it's a way that they speak and behave when it comes to interacting with people business wise. Yeah. I learned like if somebody come to you on some and I've never got this way, but I've seen a lot of people that have. Yeah. If somebody present themselves to you in a street or a hood manner on some business shit, more than likely don't do it, bro. Like business, you got business is business, so it got to be professional to a degree. But beyond that, it's like what I mentioned earlier, if there's no like wild numbers or wild guarantees, if they just being like, yo, this is gonna be probably pretty average, but I'm gonna try to do my best. Right. And they're not guaranteeing me nothing. Yeah. They like, yo, I'm gonna get you this absurd amount of money. Yeah. Dog, when I hear shit like that, I'm immediately turned off. But nowadays, anyway, I'm just turned off anyway. Like you could come and be legit right now. I'm still might be like,
So I was gonna ask you, so has this deterred you from investing in the future, like within people?
I'm gonna be honest, bro. I'm gonna be transparent. It has, bro. Okay. But it hasn't stopped me from investing in like real estate, right? Stocks and crypto. I'm gonna always do that. But when it comes to people, it it can put a sour taste in your mouth for a minute because you like, man, I don't know. I had a real bad experience. And seeing like when you go through this, I feel like you see the worst in like human nature.
Oh yeah,
with people. Like you see like absolute worst. You see people try to do the most scummiest shit. You're like, damn, because when you don't move like that, you don't expect a motherfucker to do that to you.
Man, it's crazy, bro. They took a lot from people, man. And it does put a sour taste in your mouth because at the same time, I had another friend who was doing a crowdfunding for a tiny cabin development, right? And it's a great deal, bro. Like, I mean, it's nothing crazy, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like 8% preferred return for investors, you know what I'm saying? Nothing crazy.
That's good.
Slow thing, but it's like I didn't do it because I'm still tarnished from, I'm still scarred from the other thing. And even though the investment was, you had like a minimal investment, it was very minimal. Like it was like you could enter at like $1,000 because it's a crowdfund. Of course, your return ain't gonna be great, but just to have a piece of it, I was so tarnished. I didn't want to do that, bro. I don't like, nah, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing it, even though like that's my guy. But I'm like, bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm still hurt from this situation. You know what I'm saying? That's the lasting impression it has on people, bro. But and it goes back to what you said originally. If I can't touch it, feel it, own it, I'm not investing in it, bro.
No.
I'm not doing it.
You're not getting a red penny out of me.
Nothing
at all. Cause I can't. It's so. I feel like most people really don't have no idea on how vulnerable you can be to things if you make yourself accessible. That's another thing I learned through this process is like, don't really make myself too accessible where any and everybody can pitch, because some shit could just sound so good and you be like, damn, you might know somebody that be doing it. It might be working for them.
Yeah.
And the whole time you get in the dough.
Yeah, once you get in the dough. I hate them once you get in the dough situations, bro. Everything want to stop. Oh, now I'm in. Money dried up.
You the tail end.
The tail end. I got no more money now. That's crazy, man.
How do you feel like this has do you feel like these situations help you in business as far as like what would you say? Because I feel like these is like $1 million lessons that you can't even learn in universities when it comes to this stuff. So would you say this stuff has helped you in business?
Man, yes, but I feel like it also slowed me down a lot. You know what I'm saying? That's because in business, it's all about taking risks, right? I'm hesitant to take risks now. You know what I'm saying? Because I've seen what taking risk, I've seen the negative side of what taking risk can do for you. So now I'm very calculated. I'm like, okay, even if I put $1,000 into this, what is my return going to be? How long is it going to take me? And can I get scaled? Right? So for example, people that do like SEO and Google ads and stuff, I'm like, do I want to pay somebody just that I just seen on Instagram, right? Because people are scamming with anything these days. You know what I'm saying? They'll take your money, never finish your project. So it's even like as small as that. I'm that much scarred now to where it's like, I'm even afraid to pay people for services that I found online because I'm like, are they going to do the job or is it just a money grab? You know what I'm saying? So it has me looking at everything different now. So I feel like I learned a lot because now I know how to do my research, but I'm also like slower to act. And sometimes in business, you got to respond fast. Like Kevin Kelly says, you got to be quick. You got to be quick. But it's like, man, I don't feel like I have the tolerance to be quick right now. I feel like I need to take my time with everything because I was quick with that and look what happened. So I feel like I'm still learning from it, bro. So there's going to have to be a point to where I got to like just chalk it up and let it go. I'm not there yet though, but I'm getting close. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not there yet.
I feel you. Ain't nothing wrong with that. After this episode, hopefully you might be there.
Yeah, I got to get it all out, man.
You get it all out. You get busy.
I got to get it all out. My girl tired of hearing of it.
Bro, I'm already knowing, bro.
Yeah.
That shit's, man. But this whole situation, I remember when it first happened, made me think of somebody, when I was younger. I had this mentor when I was like 18, 19. He was very successful. He was like one of the first like legit successful people that I know. And he told me something when I was younger, I didn't really understand it. He was like the most successful people, the people with the most money is the most gangster. He told me that, and at the time I'm thinking he talking about like on some street shit. I'm like, what you mean by that?
Yeah.
And now that after experiencing and living, I know exactly what he mean. But when he mean by gangster, he mean like at the end of the day, business is cutthroat.
Yeah.
And you can't be no pushover. You gotta, when somebody violate, you gotta be willing to demonstrate.
Right.
Whether that's legally, whether it's physically, you may have to do something to a motherfucker. Like, so you can't be, I always tell people, anybody that you see with money, and they didn't have money for a long time,
right?
10, 20 years. I don't care how they look. I don't care how their appearance are. I'm telling you, you think that person's sweet?
Yeah.
I don't give a damn if it's Bill Gates. You might have seen Bill Gates standing at, that picture, they got Bill Gates standing somewhere in Oak Cliff at the, I bet you, if you walked up on him, you're going to see 10 motherfuckers that popped up and did you dirty. So you have to be, because when you get money, people come from every which way and they want to take advantage of you. And they gonna come presentable. So you have to be able to see through a lot of bullshit. Like I said, you got to be willing to demonstrate. You got to be willing to move quick. Like you got to be a real G about this shit, because business is fucking cutthroat. And if you weak, even if you get money, it's gonna be gone. They gonna take it from you.
You can't be for the weak, man. There's a show on Showtime or Paramount called Landman. You ever seen it?
What's it called?
Called Landman. It's based in Texas. It's about basically oil money, and it shows how cutthroat the oil industry is, bro. But it's like, that's how you conduct business. So to give you a quick example, there's a guy who owes a lot of land. I'm talking about like 70,000 acres in like Midland, Texas, and he drills for oil. Another oil company basically wanted his help in investment to buy some more land. He realized that the guy was basically, his money was depleted, so that's why he was in a panic to get some capital. And he realized he couldn't go to the bank because he was already over leveraged. So he took advantage of him. He was like, okay, I want to make sure I recoup 100% of my money plus double before you even see a red cent. You know what I'm saying? He's like, bro, I'm gonna bleed out. He was like, you need my money. Either you take this deal or I walk off. And the dude had to take the deal. And that was his man's. You know what I'm saying? That was his man's, but that's how business is. Like, you see an opportunity, you like, okay, I could make this work, but I'm gonna get everything I can out of it. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like the problem we have is that we don't look at it like that.
No, we don't.
We don't, bro. Most of the time, we're just happy to be able to have the opportunity. We're happy to be in the room. We're happy to be participating in the deal. But it's like, nah, bro, we're here for a reason. You know what I'm saying? We got the money for a reason. We got the knowledge for a reason. So we got to execute at our highest ability.
No, bro, that's so real, bro. And I seen a security guard. He bodyguard like a lot of successful people, and he said he was like, successful people are the most dangerous people. Like people you might seeing them, you might not be able to gauge it, but you have to be willing to be a little dangerous. And when I say that, I don't want people to think like, once again, I'm talking about some criminal shit, like you out here doing illegal, but you just have to be willing to demonstrate, because motherfuckers is gonna try you. Ain't no, it's a 100% guarantee. You gonna get tried regularly.
Man, facts. And I ain't gonna lie, this situation actually test my gangster, bro. Because growing up, I ain't gonna say I was the most hoodest, bro, but like I get after if I have to, right? But going through the situation, I realized, man, this dude took 6 figures from me, and I ain't even get to touch him. You know what I'm saying? Like,
bro, it'll make you think some different things.
Yeah, it's like that. I can't even, you know what I'm saying? I can't even. And I've had people like, yo, bro, we need to, but it's like, and then what? You get what I'm saying? Like, he still got my 6 figures, bro. So it's like, what am I really gangster? If I was, I would have had money for a lawyer. I would be able to see something else through, bro. But I'm not in business at that point. I wasn't as gangster as I thought I was.
And then, like you said, when you want to try to do some stuff with some street stuff, you just end up tricking yourself out your own position. And I'm gonna tell a story I ain't never told nobody this before, bro. I remember at one point, this was probably when it first happened, bro. I'm like, man, I'm still thinking from a Chicago mentality. Even though I've been out of it for a while, it's just that sometimes when you in a situation, you might bring a different side of you that you thought was suppressed. You thought like, man, I ain't even that person no more. But when this happened, I remember one day I get an address. I get an address. So I'm like, okay, this is where this person live at. I'm pulling up. I got a strap. I'm going out there, man. I need something. I'm leaving here with something. What this else say I'm leaving with something. So I'm like, all right, let's go. I get in my car, bro. Tell me why. I catch a flat tire.
That's God.
I'm like, bro, that's God. Hey, when it immediately happened, I'm like, I snapped out of it. I'm like, yo, I'm tripping. I could have went out here. Who knows what could have happened?
And we in Texas, bro.
Over some money, like you could always make money back.
Always make more money.
Yeah, like you said, and we in Texas. So yeah, you do it. Like these situations, like people gonna go through it, and you gotta have some stoicism about you because you don't want to throw it all away.
Man, do not want to throw it all away, bro. But it's gonna test you, man.
It is.
I ain't gonna lie. I've had a couple people hit me up like, bro, we can go do that. You know what I'm saying? My family was like, bro, let's pull up. But I was like, man, at first, the reason why I was like, nah, is because he was like stringing me along. Like, okay, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna try to make a payment. I'm like, bro, we go do that, bro. I ain't getting no money. You know what I'm saying? At least, hopefully I can get like a percentage or something back. And then, just time wasted, bro. Didn't get nothing of it back, bro. But, lawyer up, man. Get your paperwork right. Lawyer up. Have a plan B. Talk to people who've been in a situation like that, how they handle it. So, if you ever go through it, you know how to, experience.
And we have paperwork.
We did have paperwork.
And that's the crazy part, ain't it?
That shit ain't me shit. That shit ain't me shit, bro. That shit ain't me shit, bro. That shit was a 1-pager at that. It was like 1 or 2 pages.
Like 1 or 2 pages.
1 or 2 pages, bro.
Yeah, it was straight
to the point, bro. DocuSign everything, bro.
Yeah.
Ain't get a dollar back, bro.
The shit.
The FBI reached out to me and everything.
Oh, you did tell me that.
FBI reached out to me. I'm like, bro, what are my chances of getting my money back?
What'd they say? Zero?
Yeah, they were like, this is more of a, what's it? I can't remember what the word was, but basically they're just trying to make sure he doesn't do it again. I'm like, yeah, but what about my money? You know what I'm saying?
They said we want to make sure he don't do it to nobody else.
Yeah,
like, I ain't worried about them right now.
Yeah, I'm like, man, I'm selfish right now.
No,
bro. I need some of my bread back. But
speaking of being selfish though, do you think? Let me ask you this: Do you think that's problematic when it comes to business? Being selfish?
You got to be selfish in business. At some point, you got to be selfish, bro. Like, because if you're not, bro, like, if you're always thinking about others, like, how are you going to get ahead? You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to feed yourself before you can feed others. If you out here starving, how you going?
Anybody don't think about you.
Yeah, and that's the world it is. That's that world we live in. But once you get to a point that you can, help and assist others, then you help. Because I'm gonna tell you something somebody told me, right? Us as minorities, bro, we make a little money, or we try to get a nonprofit because we're like, okay, it's a tax write-off. Man, who are you benefiting, bro? You ain't got money for your for-profit. And you trying to have a nonprofit, bro. Like, who you helping, bro? You need help. You get what I'm saying? Like, have you touched enough money to where you're good? Then help yourself first before you want to start helping others and give money back and all this stuff, bro. And this shit hit me hard. I'm like, damn, you right. Like, a lot of people got for-profits, bro. I mean, nonprofits, and they ain't even got no profit themselves. So it's like, you got to be selfish. You got to get yourself together. You got to get your business together. And then once you're at a good point, that's when you're able to, make sure you can help others along the way. Of course, give back if you, believe in church and believe in God and all that. Tithe, do all that. If you see somebody in need, help when you can. But you gotta have tunnel vision and make sure you locked in. Because if not, everybody's gonna be on the same thing. I gotta make sure I'm good. I gotta make sure my family eat. But at the end of the day, you gotta put yourself first and then help people while you can.
Yo, that's a bar. That's a real game right there. What would you say? Like, I want to get some insight on this from you. What would you say after experiencing these L's? Right?
Yeah.
How do you have the mentality of keep going, bouncing back, not giving up? Because I feel like a lot of people, right, with certain experiences, they take L's to any degree. They're like, this shit ain't for me. I'm finna crash out. Like, how do you maintain and stay resilient?
Shit, working at Ryder Logistics ain't for me neither. I ain't going back there. Bro, I'm not going back there, bro. I'm not going back to a government contract and working overseas 12-hour days, 7 days a week in Afghanistan, Kuwait, Colorado. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, you did do that.
Bro, I'm not doing that, man. So when people ask, like, what keeps me going? Shit, not going back to that. You know what I'm saying?
That's enough.
Yeah, bro. The freedom. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like we got kids, man. I'm gonna tell you the point that I realized, not saying people shouldn't work a job. I'm gonna just tell you the point I realized wasn't for me. Bro, I was at work and my daughter always tell me stuff late. She was like, Dad, I got a play or recital tomorrow. Can you come? My daughter live in Temple. Colleen, can you come? I'm like, dang, you should have told me earlier, but like, I'll make it. So, I go tell, say my boss, which is crazy. I don't even like saying that. I go tell my boss. So I go tell my boss, I was like, I need to take tomorrow. They were like, nah, you didn't give us a 2-week notice. You didn't give us a 2-week advance notice that you need the day off. So no. I like, what you mean? They're like, no, you can't go. I like, okay. I like, well, I'm going anyway. So, you know what I'm saying?
I was giving y'all heads up. That I'm going.
So I was giving y'all heads up, bro. And then I went, and I remember when I came back, they wrote me up, and I was like, you know what? Don't even worry about it. And I quit. You know what I'm saying? Because one thing is, bro, life is already short, right? You know what I'm saying? So family really should be first. And for somebody to be like, you know, you can't go see your daughter because you got to work, knowing that, you know, a company's going to replace me the next day I quit anyways. So it's like, bro, y'all got backup plans. You know what I'm saying? Y'all structure is built. So if somebody's not here, y'all have SOPs so somebody can do their job. Why can't you let me take a day off? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a $1 billion organization, bro. There's 500 people in this building alone. You mean to tell me now one person can fill in for me
for one day?
For one day. I was like, nah, y'all got it, bro.
That's a wake-up call.
Y'all got it. So for me, that was mine. And I'm a horrible employee, bro. I come in late, I leave early, I take long lunch breaks. You know what I'm saying? I'm on the phone all day. You know what I'm saying?
Them lunch breaks real. I feel you.
Man,
I used to do the same thing.
Man, bro. I remember at my job, bro, I was taking business meetings on my lunch, bro. And if I had the opportunity to make money, I would do it during lunch break, bro. And then I would always have an excuse. Oh, I got a flat tire. Oh, there's traffic. You know what I'm saying? So I'll be like an hour late. And I'll be trying to make it up in the end, bro. I was a horrible employee. I should have been fired. You know what I'm saying?
I'd be like that.
I should have been fired, but I knew I had to get out that situation, bro, because I was making like $70,000 a year, bro. There was no way I could make more. There was nothing else I really wanted to do within the company. So it was either going to keep company hopping, bro. So I was like, nah, this ain't for me. So when I look back at like, man, you know, why I keep going, it's like, what other alternative do I have? And that was years ago. So you got to think a lot has changed in 5 to 6 years, bro. Am I even employable anymore? You know what I'm saying? Do I even have the skill sets anymore? Because in 5 years, bro, like
it's a whole different thing.
It's a whole different industry, bro. And another thing is, bro, in the next, like somebody told me this yesterday, bro, the field we're in, bro, we have 5, maybe 6 years to get all the cash we can get, bro, before AI takes over everything.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So it's like when you think about what, you know, what keeps you going, bro, you got to realize, one, what else am I going to do? 2, AI is going to replace most of us. So it's like, you got to go hard now to make sure you're in a position that when that time comes, when AI is doing all these jobs, you set yourself up. You know what I'm saying? So those are reasons why I keep going.
And I feel like I was talking to this guy yesterday. He's a retired what's it called when they do the little plays like the Hamilton and he's a playwright, or is he? No, he was not a conductor. He was something like he did plays though, like Hamilton and all that. He played music. He was a dancer. He was an older white dude, and he said he started in his early 20s. He was from the Virgin Islands. He said he moved to New York in his early 20s. He's been on his own, did his own thing. He said he'd been doing that. He just retired, and he said he just got free time. He just drive around and do random shit sometimes. But he was telling me how he said he had a job in corporate early, but he said he quit and he been doing that since then, since he retired. But I was like, it's amazing because you rarely meet somebody that's done something like that, made a living from it and been able to retire. And he was saying like, it's just a different kind of living when you could do your passion and make money. It's like, you just feel, in my opinion, because when I was in the military, everything was just like it was just a blur. Day to day, it was just like whatever. But when you doing something that you love and you just blessed enough to be able to afford your basic necessities and plus some, it's like, damn, this is, I wish everybody could have that feeling for real.
Man, I wish everybody could experience that too, man. And there's a lot of things to get you prepared for that too, man. I know it's kind of like off subject, but it's kind of like on subject, bro. Like for one, in like the Black community, bro, we got to stop kicking our kids out when they turn 18. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to stop that, bro. Like, I'm Afro-Latino, so I'm Panamanian. So my parents, like, I left at 17 I wanted to. But, you know, my parents' house was open to my sister till she was like 30. You know what I'm saying? Because it gives you an opportunity to stack up money, save, and be able to do what you need to when you actually go into the real world, bro. This real world is hard, bro. It's cold, and it's savage. You know what I'm saying? So you throwing an 18-year-old out there to go fend for themselves. They bring on bad debt. You know what I'm saying? So now they're working just to pay off the debt, to pay their apartments, to pay their car, their insurance, to eat, to go on a date. There's nothing else left for them to invest. That's why they can't invest. That's why they make bad decisions when they do get a little money, because they're like, oh, I got to catch up. So, bro, it's a lot of it starts, bro, from home.
It does.
You know what I'm saying?
It does. I feel like that method
Bro,
like even with the guy I was just telling you about, he was telling me in the 70s, he had an apartment in Manhattan. He said his rent was $260 a month.
Man,
He said he had a regular job. He was like, he didn't make much money, but he was like, the cost of living was kind of equivalent to what the wages was. So he was like, you could, everybody can afford the things if they had a job. But today, shit, the cost of living has blew the door off. You know what I'm saying? So you can't. That same apartment today is probably like $4,000.
Facts.
What person that's young, getting kicked out at 18, 19, 20 is in a position to afford something like that?
Facts, bro. And like, for example, like a 2-bedroom apartment, and I average, I think in that maybe I say like 2,000 in a decent neighborhood. Even if you get a roommate, that's $1,000 a piece, bro. Yep. You're making $10 an hour and you're 18, 19, and so you're working probably 30 hours a week. It's $300, $1,200 a month, bro.
All your money gone.
All your money gone for rent.
You still need food. Still need a car.
Yeah, you in Texas, you gotta drive.
You have to,
bro. It doesn't work. It doesn't work anymore.
No, it don't. You got to pick. But what would you say about? Because some people, right, they would kind of argue that point, and they would say, "Well, I wanna install some tough." And what they say, they tough love and I wanna man them up or make them feel like the world is not this world not gonna be easy. What would you say to people that they counter argue with that?
Yeah. Why would you be tough on your kid and the world's already gonna be tough for them? You know what I'm saying? Like who they have on their side if you and the world is against them?
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I don't want to give my daughter tough love. I'm gonna give her all the love because I know it's tough out there. You feel that when you leave the house, bro. But when you come home, it's gonna be love around here, bro. Because it's hard out there, bro.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I tell her how hard it is. I'm like, bro, this shit crazy. I done got scammed. When I told her the amount I got scammed, she like, what?
Oh, you told your daughter?
Yeah, I told my daughter, bro.
Yeah, because she at that age now. She can understand this.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I talked to her like we equals. I mean, we are equals, but you know, she my kid. I talk like we equals, bro. Like everything I learned and went through, I'm gonna teach you. What you do with it is on you, but I know it's hard out there. Like I'm not doing no tough love and nothing like that. What I am gonna do is make sure you do like some chores, the basic stuff, bro. But I'm not gonna give you the bare minimum because the world ain't gonna give you nothing.
What'd you tell her was the number one thing to avoid when it comes to money stuff? When you had that conversation with her, what'd you tell her? Like, this is what you watch out for.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, I told her the cliche. If it's too good to be true, it is. And I told her, don't trust everybody, man. People will smile in your face and scam you behind your back, bro. Like, don't trust everyone. You know what I'm saying? Because my daughter, you know, she's young. I ain't gonna say she's gullible, bro, but like, she's naturally like a people person. You know what I'm saying? So like, if somebody tells her like, you know, hey, you know, sometimes the sky can't be green. She be like, you sure? Like, no, I know the sky's blue. You know what I'm saying? Right. But she just trusts people. Right. So it's like, I got to make sure that she knows both sides, but I'm going to keep a love around her though. But yeah, bro, I told her, you know what I'm saying? Don't trust everything you see, bro. If it's too good to be true, it really is. And do your own research. I tell her all the time, do your own research. You know what I'm saying? She always tell she want to do lashes. Okay, do your own research. Did her research. We're like, nah, I don't want to do lashes. You know what I'm saying? I was like, if you're going to be in the beauty industry, learn, but then do your research on the people that actually own the suites in the building who leases it out for people. And then she did her research like, oh, they make a lot of money. I'm like, yeah, at the end of the day, you want to make money doing something you love. You can do lashes and still own the suite building. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but do your own research.
Do your own research.
So yeah, that's how I look at everything.
That's real, bro. And with girls, I feel like it's different. You got a daughter. I got a daughter. My daughter is she only one, but I already think ahead. Like, man, one day she's gonna be at that age where it's gonna be dudes trying her in certain situations. And with your daughter, you really want to protect her. And it's like, man, I'll be thinking like, bro. Man, what?
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. Let that shit go. He said, I got enough stress in my life, bro. I tried it, bro. I'm like, you know, I'm gonna make sure she don't need no man, bro. I done did it all, bro. But girls are gonna be girls, boys are gonna be boys, man. I do the flowers, open doors, and she's still like knuckleheads. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on,
don't tell me that, man.
It's inevitable, bro. You see what I'm saying? It's inevitable, no matter how much you try to, you know, instill something. Yeah. She knows what a good man is, but you know.
But she's still young. It's the experience.
You gotta go through.
You gotta see, don't tell shit.
I'm telling you another story, bro. Like my parents told me when I was gonna have a kid, bro.
Damn.
Yeah, they told me when. They're like, don't move in with her. We like her, but don't move in with her. You gonna have a kid less than a year. No, I ain't. 6 months. See, they told me, bro.
Say no, they been through it.
And I didn't listen, bro. I should have listened, bro. I love my daughter, but I'm saying I was young. Like, I was a baby having a baby, and I didn't listen. So it's like the same thing with my daughter. Like, I can tell her everything. I can tell her, I'm like, man, he a knucklehead. He, your friend, she isn't really your friend. She's not going to be here 5 years from now, but they got to experience it themselves. It's just my job to let them, know, give them the truth and let them deal with the truth on her own.
Yeah, that's real. Because I can't tell you how many situations I've been in where my parents said something like that to me. Even as an adult, they like, nah, that person kind of, I don't know. And I'm like, nah, they good. You tripping, man.
Yeah, you tripping,
you don't even know them.
You don't even know them,
I'm around this person all the time. 6 months later, some bullshit happened. I'm like, damn, I can't even go back and tell her because she's going to be like,
I'll tell my mom nothing now because I told you.
I told you, like, don't trust. Like, how the fuck you knew that?
Yeah, bro.
Like, they be knowing, though. It's the experience,
bro.
the same how you know now. With your kid.
Man, experience, bro. I've been telling her everything. She's still gonna do what she do, bro. But my thing is, hey, don't be, when it comes to this money, man, you know how hard it take you to get it, man. Just don't give it away that easy, bro. Just don't give it away that easy.
And this is the final thing I got for you. What would you say, right? In 2025, for somebody that's doing business, they not doing business, right? What would you say, the biggest piece of advice for them to maneuver through this year so they could be smooth, they don't come across the wrong people? How would you give them advice on how to build the right circle? Because at the end of the day, you need people. None of us, we can do amazing things by ourselves. You're going to need some people. What would you say? How would they identify who's the right people to be around? All those things.
I'm going to start with this, man. For one, it's 2025. It just started. And one, start a year, keep your head down and lock in first, all right? There's a lot of distractions out here. You know what I'm saying? So whatever your goals is, I will tackle it month by month, week by week. But while you're doing that, you can't do anything by yourself, right? And you're going to need some clients, right? So I would say find the right type of networking events. It's become a trend now, so everybody is throwing networking events. A lot of these networking events are just turn-ups. And people are just trying to get a bag. You know what I'm saying? So find the right networking event. So I go on Event Noir. I go on Eventbrite. I go on Posh. I search on Instagram. And I try to find networking events from people that I could learn from. I've been pouring so much into people. I try to find people that can pour into me, right? Once you get to those networking events, then have a goal. Like, okay, I don't want to be here all night. I'm going to find 10 people to meet, get the information. I'm going to follow up with them. That's the next step. After that, I would say as far as like how to build a strong circle is do your part on building that relationship, right? But relationships are both sides. It's mutually beneficial, right?
Yep.
If people don't pour the same into you that you pour into them, then that's not the person for your circle. You know what I'm saying? That's what you be in your circle, right? I've met people to where, like, let's say we go a month without talking, a couple of weeks, they gonna hit me up, they gonna check on me, they gonna check on my daughter, they gonna check on business, how can I support? Those are people you want in your circle. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna put you around opportunities. Those are people you want around your circle. So that's how to know, identify strong people. Now, as far as investments, 2025, man, I say go back to the basics. I told all my people that. I told my homegirl Paloma, who I'm trying to help, she's young, trying to help her get her investments right. To my homeboy Jason, what I would start off with is I got a Fidelity account, Roth IRA, automate them transfers.
Automate them, yeah.
Automate them. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, I think you could do like 7,000 max contributions. So I did 7,000 divided by 12, whatever that is, or 52, whatever that is, every week that comes out, you know what I'm saying? Then every month I go in and I pick my investments, whether it's Teslas, S&P 500, whatever. Start there. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't try to do too much if you never got into it. While you're learning, that's the basic thing you can do right now to start investing while you're learning other things such as real estate, Bitcoin, et cetera. And that's kind of where I would start at 2025.
Bro, that was super game, bro. That was heavy. And it's funny because when you talked about the networking and networking events, I just gave somebody a whole speech on this. I had to put it on my notes because they was asking like how to network and what to do.
Yeah.
And I was like, bro, this is 5 steps. I feel like I pulled it up just so I can say it so people listening. Yeah. I'm like, number one, at least in my opinion, is hygiene. If you go to any networking event, you need to make sure your appearance is good. You know what I'm saying? You got your line up, your nails ain't dirty. You ain't got to be suited and booted, but you at least need to look presentable, and polished. Don't smell bad. Put you on some good cologne, and do not don't let your breath be stinking. Cause
Especially at a networking event.
Bro, I cannot tell you how many times somebody that came to me pitching me something. It might have been a good ass idea, but the fact that their breath was hitting me so crazy, I'm like, I can't pay attention. I immediately have to end this conversation. This conversation has to come to a halt. So hygiene, that's number one. Then number two, I said it's better to be interested in somebody in their story than try to be the most interesting person. Because I'm pretty sure you know, a lot of people you meet at networking events, as soon as they see you, yo, I do da-da-da-da-da-da-da, you like, damn, like, okay, like you hitting me with all this shit. Like you gonna be able to build rapport with somebody, in my opinion, if you like, hey, what do you do? Because then if you find out what they do, you can find their pain points.
Exactly.
Then you could plug in and you can figure out how you can help them.
Ask questions.
Ask questions. And then number three, I said was be valuable or skillful. If you got values and skills, you don't find the desperation or thirst to be trying to sell yourself, because a lot of people go wrong. They be too damn thirsty. And you can feel that energy, like, bro, calm down. Relax, bro. You too thirsty. But if you got skills, you're not even gonna need to do that. And then the fourth one was I already said mutual connections. This the easiest way. If I go to Portland and say, hey, bro, you know KG, and Portland, my man, bro, connect me with KG. It's gonna happen. That's the best number one way to network, bro. A mutual connection. And if you hit somebody that's supposed to be your homie and you say connect me with this person, and they like, nah, that ain't your homie, bro. That ain't, and they're in the position to do it and they don't do it, that is not your man.
Or they give you the runaround.
And they give you, oh, bro, he busy. He this and that. Like, bro, that's supposed to be your man. So I'm your man's plug us, bro. If you can't do that, man, cut them off. Then the last one I said was follow up. All this is irrelevant if you don't follow up. Don't be the type of person when you like, oh, I'm gonna give you my information, I'm gonna wait for you to contact me. Nah, bro. Give me an email, Instagram, Facebook, phone, something. And then I'm gonna hit you up in a couple of days. It was nice to meet you. I look forward to doing business with you, working with you. If I could ever be a service to you, I'm here to help. And you can send that once or twice. Boom. You do all those things, bro. Networking gonna be easy.
And last thing I'm gonna leave y'all with, man, business is about sales. And one thing somebody taught me was, which is a bar in my opinion, is I reference everything to basketball. They says sales is an away game. You can't be at the crib all day if you're trying to do business, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
You can't be at the crib all day, bro. Sales in the away game, bro. You got to get out there. You got to meet people to close deals, bro. Whether it's coffees, networking events, dinners, whatever it is, bro. Sales in the away game, bro. You got to be out to actually close these deals, bro. So you could be in the house locking in on your business, but when it's time to build your relationships, to grow and close some deals, that's why people golf. That's outside. That's an away game. So sales in the away game. So if y'all took anything from this last part too, man, when you're networking, you got to get outside. You know what I'm saying? In the way game. Yeah.
That's good. And don't get distracted when you get outside. Go outside with
That's
some,
why I said 5, 10 people.
Right, with some intention.
5, 10 people. Get in and get out.
Get out. Because it's easy. You get to the spots, they cracking.
They cracking. You start to drinking.
It might be girls all around.
You like double D's talking about double D's ain't got nothing to do with no networking event, bro.
Hey, that's game, bro. I want to say before you wrap up, bro, plug in all your stuff where people can find you, follow you. They want to become a client. They want to support you in any way. Plug all that.
For sure, man. If y'all go on cosign.studios, that's our studio. We got a lot of things rapping right there, bro. And then Cosign Mag. For those who really trying to do business, you hit me on LinkedIn at Curtis KG Graham. I really go by KG, but on LinkedIn, I got to go really professional. But LinkedIn is where it's at, and then our website, cosignmag.com. Man, appreciate you having me.
Bro.
If anybody trying to grow their business, need some media, podcasting, event space, all that, we got y'all here in Dallas Design District.
And they can't see because, the camera facing this way. I'm just for y'all that's in Dallas, coming to Dallas. If y'all need an event space, come here. This is a fly, dope space. It's big. It could fit. How many people it could fit in here?
About 150.
About 150 people. Yeah. So you could throw some dope, fly shit. I'm telling y'all. So if y'all do something in Dallas, because I get a lot of people that be like, man, I want to come and have an event in Dallas. Man. This is a spot to do with that.
Workshop,
for real.
Seminars, we got you.
Yeah. So that's for me. Y'all can follow me on all platforms. I'm at Xavier C. Miller or the Millionaire Mindsets. That's everywhere. YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, on all those platforms. And that's all I got for this episode of the podcast. See you guys next episode. Peace.